What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Psychedelic Porn Crumpets. Yes, indeed, Psychedelic Porn Crumpets fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Gareth Thomas, and Gareth wanted to see me react to this song by Psychedelic Porn Crumpets called Acid Dent. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, this is sounding a little familiar, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Psychedelic Porn Crumpets, alright? And the video has 64,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Psychedelic Porn Crumpets, Acid Dent, official video. Wah, wah, wah. Yep, there's that word official coming off of their official page. Yes, indeed. Look, you already know what I'm going to say, so I'm not going to say it. All I'm going to say is we're have to just wait and see what happens and hope for the best. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Have you been
it feels like it's dominantly in 3/8, but there are times where it feels like it's going and switching to 6/8. Like there, for the most of the song, you hear that heavy accent on the downbeat of 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But there's other spots where, like in particular, in what I believe is the chorus, where you only hear that heavy accent every other measure. So giving it that 6/8 sound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can hear the difference. It's just funny that, you know, it's something as subtle as just taking one accent out. Just taking one accent out of the repeating pattern can give it such a different feel. Really interesting how that happens. The guitar work is nice. I like what's happening there. Vocally, I mean, it's. I'm not super thrilled with the vocal effect that they've got going on there. That little overdrive there. It's just consistent from start to finish. I'm sure there's a reason for it. I'm not sure what the reason is.
What do you care?
But it's there. It is present. But I mean, the vocal delivery on its own, without the effect, though, the vocals they're very fitting for the style of song. Absolutely. I mean, other than the vocal effects, I really have no issue with the song at all. It's fine. It's pushing forward. It's got a nice solid groove behind it. A little bit on the relaxed side at times, just kind of laid back a little bit, but other times, like especially when you go into that 6/8 kind of feel, but when you switch to that straight 3/8 feel, it's very much on top. So it's nice. It's got that nice little feel change. It's definitely a good thing. Keeps the song from becoming too monotonous. So anyway, let's finish this up and we'll get to the review. Kind of a sudden ending. I definitely feel like there was more thought and effort put into the video than there was into the song. I mean, don't get me wrong, the song was fine, but like taking the two parts and analyzing the two entities separately, the visuals, like the music video and the song itself, there's clearly more thought and effort and creativity put into the video than there is into the song. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Psychedelic Porn Crumpets with a tune called Acid Dent. This was a request from Gareth Thomas. Okay, I got a score here. It's not the most amazing score, but we are in the positives, okay? We're not down in the negatives. So Hopefully, Psychedelic Porn Crumpets fans won't be too infuriated by this. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see how things go in the comments, I guess. But this is the score I feel that the song deserves. So let's get to it, shall we? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 6.5. Yep, 6.5. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 6.5. What does that mean? Well, a 6.5 would translate to a pretty good scale rating because overall, I think this was a pretty good song. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars and a B- letter grade. That's B as in boy, B-. So there you go, a 6.5, pretty good scale rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? Ha ha! So glad you asked. It's a fairly simple, easy song to follow along with. The chordal progression, look, it makes sense. It flows well, absolutely. But are you going to ask me if that's impressive? Because if you are, I'll do my best not to laugh, first of all. But secondly, I'm going to say no. I can't say anything about the song, like the chordal progression, the notational selection, the melodic lines, the harmonic lines. I can't really say anything about that was impressive. I will say the feel, switching between. Now, here's the thing: it stayed in that 3 feel the entire time, but that can be interpreted in 2 different ways. Most of the song, they had the accents every downbeat on 1. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, here's the thing: when they got to the chorus, what I think was the chorus, I'm not 100% sure. The song was very repetitive, but it sounded like it was the chorus. When we would get to that section, there were a lot of times where they would take out one of the accents every 2 times through. So instead of having 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, we got instead 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it gave it a little bit of a different feel. Not a halftime feel, just like a switch from 3/8 to 6/8. It was interesting. And they would interchange. There was definitely a pattern. Like I said, I think it was the chorus. I'm pretty sure it was the chorus. When they would do it, it made sense. It was. I mean, to some extent, it was predictable. You know, when you felt the chorus coming around after the first time, you were ready for it the second time, and then the third time, it just happened like clockwork. So, is that a bad thing? No, it still gives some variety that the song desperately needed. It gave it a little bit of a different feel, a little bit of, not quite a different direction, but a different type of energy. Instead of being on top of the beat, we were when we got to that 6/8 feel, it was a little more relaxed, a little more laid back, and that was nice. It was nice. Vocally, I think what he sang fit the motif of the song just fine. It fit the mood and tone. It fit the direction of the song. My only gripe was the vocal effects. Now, there was only one effect. It was a slight overdrive effect the entire time, through the entire song. And I've always said this about vocal effects. I don't have a problem with vocal effects as long as they serve a purpose. Now, if we're looking at this whole song, take off the vocal effects. Just get rid of them. Would it make any difference to the song whatsoever? Not really. Not really. There was no character changes. There was no directional changes in the song. We didn't change the feel up as far as like intensity goes, or drive or energy goes. So why the need to put a vocal effect on from start to finish that had absolutely zero impact on the song whatsoever? It felt like a waste. It felt like a distraction. And I wasn't digging the vocal effect. I didn't see the reason for it. I didn't see the need for it. So that's kind of a waste if you ask me. And honestly, it kind of acted as, like I said, at worst, it was kind of a distraction. So, no, but overall, I think it's a pretty good song. I don't have an issue with it other than the vocal effect. But even if they took the vocal effect off, would that have changed the score? Yeah, maybe. From a 6.5 to maybe a 6.6 or 6.7 at the most. It wouldn't have changed it that much, so don't lose your heads over it, folks. It's not worth it. So 6.5, yeah, I feel good about that score, so that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 6.5, which is a pretty good skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later, peace.